isn't instant. And when you have a comp like this, you want instant payoff.
And it's very
King to move forward up to this point. They've fought their way through the past couple days, and now it leads down to this. This best of three, will it be SETA or Virtus.pro here? Let's take a look at this in the land of Dawn.
interesting rotation for Miss Meow. This is a very Q2 rotation. She starts full on purple. She doesn't go the whole green way long around. Is she planning to invade down here?
Well, she can't afford to do it because of how fast Nolan can clear.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. But
Yeah.
look, Jessica intercepts.
Way too close for comfort. Almost missed out on getting that lizard.
Well, luckily Nolan does farm pretty quickly. She's going to make her way to the orange buff. She'll take that. There's still a whole lot of, this way to go ahead and do that. And in the jungle is you rotate well. You get that double buff on the Nolan. You know your damage output early on is it can convert an early first blood. The YSS on the other hand for Zhao, she can do the same thing.
Ooh, I like the rotation here by Virtus.pro. A little adjustment, but they were still able to secure all of their green camps. But of course, SETA has a little bit more control on the river as well with a cha-cha between the Grok and the Belleric seeing each other. I don't think we're going to see anything up until the turtle spawns, but SETA is trying to make an attempt for the clue at the bottom lane, but Rafa plays it safe and hugs the tower.
Okay, this looks like it's going to be one of those things in the early game where you're just fighting for that first turtle.
Yeah.
There wasn't that same pressure that we see in the mid lane break out into either battle spells being burnt or a potential first blood. So in that case, it's just, let's set up for this turtle. It's spawning now. They've got some level 4s, but not exactly.
Oh my lord, Jessica! Little lucky to survive, Miss Meow! Hiding beneath it, but Zhou finds her. First blood for SETA. Rafa flickers back, RWM stops her. Name swipes away. VP, are a woman down. This is not looking good for their turtle take chances.
Yeah, I felt like it was going to happen because Rafa was frozen out of the minion wave. SETA was controlling it. But because Virtus.pro needed to clear the mid, it was Miss Meow's job to go down to the bottom, and they mistimed it.
Zhou secures purple here in jeopardy. The mount and the pull on Fanhua. She should be fine.
Yeah, she's tanky enough, but those... Oh, no. Ultimate pop by Livin. I think she really wanted to get that stun off. The slow ticking on Fanhua. She's going to be fine, though. Hey, man, the tree doesn't like the fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you drafted that way. Maybe they expected the tree to come out. That's why they picked up a Valir.
Valir.
That
sounds logical.
That's preemptive. That's a stretch.
Hey, just wait till she has the Ice Queen wand. You know, this is what we saw with the Valir, though. The pick where it's just you're like perma slowed, you're being stunned,
and you're burning.
You're burning.
That's why theoretically it's just good to pack it up against a Belleric.
Belleric. You were right, I guess.
I'm pretty sure Nice you said it like that one time.
I probably did at some point. Look at this potential play up top. Guys, she's going to be fine. Again, this Claude, pretty self-sufficient. I think Lunar is going to have to rely on what we've seen Moscovs do so far constantly throughout this MWI is just play the long lane, push it out. But some of the SODs, man, I think like you guys mentioned earlier on, the Spirit of Destruction, a lot of the times, at least in MWI, hasn't really been finding the best marks or the best moments to follow through on. So she's just going to be pushed off the lane. That's some extra gold going over here to Guy.
Yeah, the roam mid of SETA are out-rotating the roam mid of VP. Lunar just forced to use the SOD there to get a little bit of a better position in the trade. But right now, they are falling behind. They're not reading the map as well as SETA. SETA decided to go up top, giving problems for the Moscow, while VP were just hovering around the lower portion of the map, not actually getting anything. So SETA looks like they have this in the bag.
RWM, pulled out by Name. Fanhua trying to close the exit. Couple of big ticket ults already spent before the turtle.
Yeah, good usage by Lunar to just burn the flicker, you know? Better no flicker than dying, right? At this point.
Better flickerless than dead.
Better flickerless than dead. I think they're just going to have to give it this turtle. They're not going to get there in time. That is a quick take on the second turtle, the hands of SETA.
Yeah, it just adds more to the idea that SETA's roam mid trio are rotating much more efficiently. It's not just about the speed, it's what they're getting with the rotations. It's little advantages slowly building up. Virtus.pro aren't managing the middle minion wave as well as they should be.
This is the SETA that we were introduced to on day one. Clinical efficiency, just scalpel precision. And this is what surprised me. It's rare to see a team from you know, a developing region do this.
Yeah. They, from what I've heard, the long-time mobile players are the members of SETA.
Oh, Lunar looking to get one over on the Joe. Joe holding through. Joe's alive, and in comes Jessica. Lunar falls. Rafa finds her.
All right, bit of a trade there on that one. Good trade in the bot lane.
Yeah, I take it.
Blazing the wet answer by an RWM. Miss Meow gets on out of there. And Minun holding through.
I like what Fanwa did. That's what I would do as a Belleric. Take all the tower hits, drop the Wrath of Dryad. Well, if I did it, I would have gone down because I was too slow to flicker out. But Fanwa was fast enough to flicker out.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do, you know, in this case, because what we're seeing is VP's not really wanting to fight. If you look at all the interactions so far, past few minutes, it's just been SETA saying, hey, we'll fight you if we need to. We'll at least burn some of the battle spells out too.
And the ults.
And the ults. And so far, it's just been Virtus.pro kind of responding to that. So far, in these matches we've seen in MWI, it's been that kind of back and forth between the teams where it's just that one team being the aggressor, and right now it's SETA.
Show guilty of Grand Theft Orange. The mount by Rafa has to get on out of there. She went a little too deep. Put a little bit of damage on Joe. That's one weakness that a Yushin has. Admittedly, even if you have quite the kit, you're very vulnerable to burst.
They were able to burn out the flicker of Name. Virtus.pro will be able to get their grab in time, get that mount. And I think it would be, it's going to be better for them if they just give this up and get some semblance of map control by taking the tower up top, get a little bit more farm. You can see how devastating it was for the overall rotation of Virtus.pro when Miss Meow went down early. Again, because VP's row mid had to go back to the mid lane while Rafa was frozen out in the EXP.
Oh no, Miss Meow Guy with a blazing duet. Jessica 66 on her tail. There's no way Miss Meow survives this.
Yeah, no way to escape that. A play made up top. Let's see if
VP. Point blank, SOD and tech charge. A mirror rotation. Joe falls down bot.
How was there no read up top first? Gotta give it to VP. At least they were able to trade it out and they got that in the bottom lane. But the death on Miss Meow shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Jessica jumping on two. Buying time for the push in mid. RWM coming out. Minun at half health. Fanwa punching her. Guy looking to finish the job. But Minun lives.
She lives, just barely getting away. But now the fight for the purple. They don't want to overstay this. Miss Meow is back. They should just get out of there. Let her get her buff. SETA has held on to a lot of the objectives so far. They've got 3 turrets in their name as well. VP has to start opening up the map a bit here.
Hopefully we can get a quick item check on where Lunar is at, just so that we could see if VP has a chance to turn it around during this Lord 1 fight. A 3,000 gold lead, as long as Lunar has 2 items. Oh, okay. Yeah, they should be able to turn it around in this next Lord fight. Granted, they don't have a massive loss leading into it.
All right, Golden Staff picked up. Working on that tier 2. We haven't seen them contest any objectives yet. Here's the item check.
Yeah, 2 items. That's pretty much a really good start already. You have the burst in the Nolan, you have the constant damage coming out from the Cursed Helmet of the Glue, and of course the pokes from the Valir. 2 items is what you need at this point. You don't need to rush 3 or hold back in this fight. Virtus.pro, you are encouraged to go all out for Lord 1.
They have to. I think at this point they've bought enough time to go ahead and farm up to be competitive for this objective. There's a good push from Jessica, the mount.
Van Hua put down a 5th of her health. Blazing duet, but they pick off the tree first. SAETA are a woman down. There's the Mount Shocker. Name coming through from the flank. Jessica right behind her. Minun very low. Another mount here by Rafa. With the back line, Joe helps find Lunar. 2 for 1 the trade, and now they find one more and live in. Miss Meow. Get out of there! Double kill for Jessica. Liu. And Rafa, the last one left, and that's a wipeout for SAETA.
It's showtime, baby! Perfect flank! Virtus.pro thought they were happy with the kill onto Fanwa, but then they were instantly sandwiched by SETA, led on by Joe. I thought at first that SETA wasn't respecting VP, but no, SETA knew that they still had a chance to turn it around even without their roamer, because again, Jessica has the most busted EXP laner in the current metagame.
Not just that, but to see the discipline to hold on to the real-world manipulation from Name there, while she was mounted by Rafa the Glue, and then she popped it off at the right point.
The reason as to why I think every day I believe that Esmeralda is overtuned all the more
Yeah.
is the fact that before that fight, Jessica did not have a single fully defense item. She only had Oracle. And I'm expecting at this point she would build like a, what, Pauldron on the way, Antiquiras on the way. No! She was that chunky with just an Oracle.
They really got to tune up the shields again. With just the Oracle Rush, way too much goodies that you get with it. 7,500. This was around 2-3 earlier. SETA just got everything. This is going to be a really tough defense for Virtus.pro. They're going to have to commit and overcommit certain heroes just to clear comfortably. But so far, they've been handling the minion wave somewhat okay.
Oh, Mount Shocker used. They want to take down the space turret if they can. Half health still on that Lord. A wave still pushing up mid.
Oh my lord, look at the damage! RWM! Rafa with the mount, Fanwa gets taken down! But Rafa will be traded out for 1-for-1. Inhibitor still standing. Minun down to 1/10 of her health. Livin down to 1/8. Oh, she's still burning. They get through mid lane. Inhibitor has been taken down. Bottom lane follows.
Oh!
No! Blinker tech
Minun?
charge by Minun! Guy with the answer, SOD. Point blank. In comes Jessica dancing Minun to death.
Oh, now she's taking some damage. She had to burn the flicker, but she'll take out Minun. And so there you go. 2 base turrets off that first Lord and a massive gold lead. 9.3k ahead.
That was a great attempt by Virtus.pro to try and get something good. I gotta commend Minun's tech charge, but the lead is just too much. The gap is too wide for Virtus.pro to leap over it. They just have to wait. They're gonna be turtling it out for the next few minutes. If they get desperate and try to get a win around an objective, they're not gonna get that. Even trying to move out of the base, maybe with a big conceal play, try to -1 and then run back to base is so risky that as much as you want to be proactive, you have to be reactive here if you're Virtus.pro.
Oh, RWM holding down those backing off. Miss me out, dash it through, guy. A little too late on the flick of the wrist. Hitting her, but Rafa will fall down still. Worthy use of the Blazing Duet. Top lane, looking to be the next target. SAETA gets VP a bare base.
Oh, Miss Meow's in trouble too. They just want to clear these waves out. They lose the last base turret off of that, but man, it's looking really desperate now for VP, just kind of throwing themselves into a fight against SAETA. They don't really have much of a choice. That sometimes they're just kind of a sacrifice at this point. SAETA has so much power against them. This Lord is up. They should be able to just freely get it, but it looks like VP wants to potentially get in this zone. They might get clinched in here. Oh, SOD thrown out.
And the answer, the flicker from Funwa. The Wrath of the Dryad, Blazing Duet, pushing back 2, and down goes Lunar and Minun. Miss Meow follow through, live in as well, and now Rafa falls. The wipeout. SAETA are moments away from going to match point.
All they need is this wave to push in, and they'll do it just that. SAETA with a dominant lead in game 1 of this best of 3. Take it against VP.
There's the SETA that we first